The Nerlin Nerds podcast is brought to you by What Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. Pulpery Media presents Nerlin Nerds with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the pop culture topics that interest us and those minor details that irritate us. How do you get tongue-tied so easy?
I don't know.
You're thinking of 5 different things.
Yeah. Quincy Jones.
Rest in power.
Rest in
my
power,
friend.
my friend. I butchered that.
But, yeah, I mean...
33 is when he was born.
Yeah. No, I mean, he was there. He
was
had
91, right?
He had a long,
Something.
a long run. 28 Grammys.
That's where I was, yep.
Yeah, I mean...
I didn't...
We can...
I just... Come Fly With Me, Frank Sinatra, live at the Sands. I didn't know he had his hands in that.
Well, I think he... If I'm not correct... what is it? This is the case of the canonized cover. He wrote... He wrote Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah. This, he helped him organize the songs for his 4-week stay at the Sands. That's what this is.
Yeah.
What the
He also... couldn't have... Or at least he was the arranger, but he, like, the best is yet to come.
Yep.
For Sinatra. Fuck, he did... he scored In the Heat of the Night, the movie. I forgot about that.
So did I.
I knew that. I had forgotten about it. So he got Ray Charles to sing that title track. Fuck. And then so he did. And he also worked on The Wiz, which got Michael Jackson's attention. So that's what got him to do
Beat It,
Off the
and
Wall.
Billie Jean. Yeah, the whole album. Yeah.
Well, so no, but he does Jackson's first big solo record.
Yep.
Off the Wall, which that one's a fucking masterpiece.
Well, he's also responsible for We Are the World.
Yes.
Wow, man, this dude.
And then he had his own solo albums in between.
Yep, that's what I was just looking at.
Most were jazz though, because he came up as a jazz artist. I think he was with Count Basie. He was in Count Basie's orchestra.
What instrument? I mean, I know he did everything, but what instrument was he in the orchestra? Does it say?
Well, if he's in Count Basie, it can't be piano. So, might have been a trumpet. I mean, most of those guys were trumpet players who branch out and do other stuff.
Yeah. There's a picture of him.
There's something too, like he was one of the first people to find Jimi Hendrix because he lived in Seattle. In the 60s and was
I believe that.
Oh, there's this crazy kid at this club,
Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Dionne Warwick, Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
In a picture. Wow.
I mean, looking at this, he's worked with us in some capacity at some
I think
point.
he did that, yeah.
He did our album.
Oh, look, here we go. Oh, he did the score for The Color Purple.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know how I know that? Because Barack Obama told me on Twitter.
So, yeah, I mean...
Wow, I forgot that he did that much in film.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's like, Trent Reznor wants to be him so bad.
Yeah, but I mean, the question is, can you top what that man has done?
No, absolutely not.
Which, I mean, that...
And Trent made really good music, and he composes, and he's won an Oscar.
But I mean, if you have you were the producer of Thriller,
exactly,
that alone sets you high above.
That puts you up here.
Yeah.
Just disregard all of Mike's shit, but musically,
right?
Yeah, up here.
Which makes all the sense in the world. I remember hearing a Michael Jackson interview, and Jackson was talking about coming up with the bass line to Billie Jean and being like, that was Quincy, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
Mike.
Like, you know,
Who played the guitar on
Eddie Van Halen,
right?
On Beat It, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. God, you knew who I was talking about, and I didn't even have to say it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's Quincy.
Right, yeah.
He was like, hey, you know what? I know this dude who's pretty good on a guitar.
Or not even that, but
yeah.
yeah. Oh, hey Eddie, would you do this guitar lick? It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's Quincy Jones. What's Eddie Van Halen gonna do? No.
Of course.
Let me talk to my agent. No.
Right.
Yeah. Yes,
And
I will do it for Quincy.
Album,
yeah.
For one of the Jackson 5.
Okay, sure.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And yeah, one on there too. Remember, well, he also did the Austin Powers score.
Did he?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that little like da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He could do anything. He could do anything.
He worked with so many. I want a complete list of all the people he worked with.
Oh, you're gonna have to go through a couple of links to get to his Wikipedia discography, and that thing's gonna be bananas long. But.
Yeah, I know. So, all right, here we go. 7 kids, got it.
Oh yeah, who is his wife though?
I don't know. I clicked over to his full list of awards.
Well, he married. Was she the Mod Squad? The girl from the Mod Squad, or was it? Yeah, no, he didn't marry one of the Charlie, but it's Rashida Jones's mother.
I'm sorry, I was looking at his Academy Award nominations.
What, like 10?
He had 2 in '67. One for Best Original Score and one for Best Song. Didn't win. These are just all nominations.
Yeah.
68 for Best Song. 78 Score. 85, Jesus Christ. Best Original Score, Best Original Song, Best Picture, Color Purple. And then he won in 1995 for Humanitarian Award.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nominations. And that's song and score.
Yeah.
And originals. Yeah, that's... Wow.
I remember, because, like, I don't know, like, my dad owned it and played it a million times, but 89, when he came out with a jazz album, Back on the Block.
Yeah.
So when he was wearing the Cosby sweater on the front.
Yep.
But then his album after that was a live album at Montreux with Miles Davis. Like, okay. Yeah, let's see.
Jesus Christ. Oh, you mean that guy? You mean the guy who just, hung out on stage with Miles Davis? Yeah, that guy. Quincy, I believe his name was.
Correct, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, we did the soundtrack for Roots, too.
Emmys. Here we go. Emmys. I was just about to say. He won 4 Roots, an Emmy.
Yeah.
All right, now we're at Grammys. I could be here for a while. Jazz performance in a group.
Well, and then I'm looking
best
here.
Best performance by an orchestra. Jesus. Best original jazz composition. Performance by an orchestra.
And so he also recorded. So he did play trumpet. I was right about that.
His first one was in '64.
Okay.
Instrumental arrangement. I Can't Stop Loving You.
Ooh.
Yep. Sorry, I got to his first win, 64.
He recorded with Lionel Hampton, Clifford Brown, Dizzy Gillespie,
oh God,
Art Farmer, Isley Brothers.
Yes, of course he did.
Dinah Washington. Wow, that's impressive. That was as a
Dionne Warwick in there.
Well, that was as a sideman. That was just playing trumpet for them.
Oh, that's as he stood in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then as composer, conductor, arranger, producer, he did a Cannonball Adderley, a Herb Alpert album, Louis Armstrong.
Whoa.
Count Basie, of course. That makes sense. Tony Bennett, George Benson.
Wow, Tony Bennett, huh?
Yeah.
Say what year that was?
1966.
Right about the same time he was winning a Grammy for the first time.
Ray Charles, or
Yep.
I mean, he did, but several Ray Charles albums.
I knew that.
Sammy Davis Jr.,
Yes.
Billy Eckstine, Ella Fitzgerald, Aretha Franklin.
Whoa. Well, those make sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dizzy Gillespie,
Yep.
producing Donny Hathaway, the guy who did he's got the famous Christmas song.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Milt.
Jazz song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Milt Jackson. Jesus. Peggy Lee, Little Richard,
Makes sense. Yep.
Billy Preston,
This dude has touched everything.
Shaka Khan, Frank Sinatra,
Yep,
which we
yep.
know, Donna Summer,
There we go.
Sarah Vaughan, Dinah Washington,
This dude,
Andy Williams.
This dude evolved with the music industry,
Yeah. No, it's bananas.
and I don't think you made it through the 70s.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah, that just stopped. Yeah,
Like 74.
Yeah,
Yeah. Jesus.
That's it. Like,
Holy.
but
And I know there are a lot. So, Best Large Jazz Ensemble, Walking in Space, he won in 1970.
But that's where like the news title really hits, and like you don't see people involved in music like that anymore. Like
No,
where
that's
they
what I'm
are
saying.
like a titan of music.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
if this guy is producing your album, it's going to be either like really good or you're going to make a fuck ton of money off of it.
And both.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. Like, if you wanted to be him, as the kids would say,
Yeah.
this is the guy you worked with.
But it does make me sad of like you miss those old days of the producer who comes up by playing in the bands and learning how that all. I mean,
And then learning how to work a board at first.
yeah,
And then you put it all together, and all right, now
yeah. Because even like someone like Jimmy Iovine, he was always in the studio,
right.
but like Rick Rubin.
Was-
At least did turntables for the Beastie Boys in the very beginning.
He did.
So-
And he knew people. Giant wrestling fan, by the way.
That
Giant wrestling
Makes
fan.
so much sense.
Giant
So-
wrestling fan. He did Rubens, Slayer, and the
Yeah.
Beastie Boys. So there you have it. But he arranged music for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Well, yeah.
I have this idea. Let's play this song. Okay, great. I'm going to help you, and I'm going to produce this album.
Which nowadays you have these great producers, and they might come in with like the beat
Right.
or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But you're talking about somebody who could either like whether it was a 4-piece rock band or an entire orchestra behind
right.
you could do like work every part for you.
Exactly.
And then, by the way, we'll get, Bob Dylan to sing backup.
And then I'm going to have, right. But I'm going to have every single piece in here exactly like it needs to be.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to drop a beat here.
No.
I'm not saying that's what Dre did, but Dre had, what's his face with him? Ives, right? Isn't that who that guy was?
Yeah. But, even then, well, I don't want to get into my qualms with Dre's producing. Yeah, I mean, even though he is
that's right.
genius.
Yep. No.
But, that
The point I was making is...
I like a verse and a chorus and a bridge.
Right. The point I was making is Dre is one of the guys, Rick Rubin, there's been a ton of them.
Yeah, but not like this.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time coming up with like a couple of those Motown guys.
Or, where I would say, I mean, like Dre you could put on par in that like he had a successful independent career, like doing his own music. But again, not in the capacity that we're talking about here.
Two different.
The following segment has been brought to you by Whatever Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. The Nerlin Nerds podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.